always tracking, always alerting. This is Storm Team 8.
We are tracking wet roads and some scattered heavy pockets of rain across West Michigan this morning. So if you absolutely have to be someplace over the next couple of hours, my recommendation is that you hit the roads a little extra early. We've had these locally heavy rain showers coming through for about the last couple of hours. And as a result, we've got some ponding of water on area roads. We can really hear the downpours in downtown Grand Rapids right now. Temps, we're in the upper 60s to around 70s, and there's a lot more moisture out there in the atmosphere, starting to feel a little more humid. Here's a look at the satellite radar composite, and you can see just the widespread rain across the area moving from west to east. The leading edge of that now is to the southeast of Ionia, down toward the Charlotte area, over toward Hastings and Middleville. Heavy rainfall now along and north of the I-96 corridor in Ottawa County, and we're now starting to see some of those heavier rain showers approaching the I-94 corridor as well. So bottom line here this morning, we're looking at the wet weather. You can see some drier air is waiting upstream, so this isn't going to be an all-day rain for us. Don't wake up and look outside and think, I had Friday afternoon plans and they're spoiled. Not the case. High pressure will be shifting off to the east, so we do have the rain this morning, but we will open the door for dry weather to build in by midday into the afternoon. Then we're going to be tracking the next round of strong to severe thunderstorms that will be rolling in. We'll start the day tomorrow dry about 6, 7 o'clock, but notice what happens. By 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, we'll start to see the first cluster of thunderstorms developing. Those will press off to the east, and it's by Saturday late afternoon into the early evening where we could see widespread severe thunderstorms come through with very strong damaging winds, along with some locally heavy rainfall as the next front comes through the region and interacts with what is going to be a very warm and tropically humid air mass that will be building in. For today, the risk area for severe storms is well back to our north and west, but tomorrow the Storm Prediction Center has actually elevated the risk for severe weather to include much of the lower peninsula, stretching into northern Indiana and back into eastern Wisconsin and Illinois. So we will be fully staffed in the tracking center, on air, online. You can track it with us at woodtv.com. And if you haven't had a chance to do it yet, download that Storm Team 8 weather app. That way you can take the radar and the severe weather information wherever you might be heading. Otherwise, looking at Grand Haven this morning, the choppy conditions this morning will give way to what should be mostly quiet conditions along the lakeshore for today. Small craft advisory from Holland to the north during the day tomorrow. And today there certainly is the chance for an elevated risk of some structural currents. So if you're heading to the beach, just make sure to pay careful attention to the colors of the flags that are flying. You see highs near 90 by Sunday. The heat and humidity, the big weather story moving in right through the middle of next week. So Tom, any issues for drivers out there?
So far, things are a little messy out there with that rain that is coming down. It's one of those mornings where you're going to want to slow down, back off those speeds, take your time. So maybe give yourself a few extra minutes this morning. We have a number of crashes out there. Newest one coming into us, a westbound I-96. This is at Dean Lake. Also have a crash along northbound US 131. This one at 36th Street. So far, they're not causing massive slowdowns, but we just have so many crashes out there. So also a crash right now along 28th Street. This one at Breton Road. We also have a crash right now along Leonard Street, Business Loop 131, and that is at Turner Avenue, right there as you exit the freeway. Working with a crash as well along Cascade Road at Wycliffe Drive, and then we also have a crash east of that along Alden Nash, and that one is also at 36th Street. So again, back off those speeds and leave early. I'll have another update for you in about 15 minutes. Donovan and Teresa.